Matthew 1, verse 9. Uzziah de egenesen tan Jotham, Jotham de egenesen tan Ahaz, Ahaz de egenesen tan Hezekiah. We continue with the genealogy of Jesus Christ here, with the connecting particle de. I want to recommend to you a book by Steve Runge. It's his discourse grammar of the Greek New Testament. The nice thing about this is a great little book, very readable, very interesting, is in the first part of the book. I'm looking at it right now. I think it's chapter 2. There's a whole section trying to show the slight variation between kai, de, gar, right? All these little connecting particles, all these little bitty words. How are they slightly different? How do they overlap in usage, and how are they distinct? So if you ever have wondered about that, I would recommend that to you. And he points out that de is a particle of development, telling something new, something different, giving some additional information, but it does not clarify in and of itself whether there's contrast or continuity. And so here there's continuity of genealogy, so we translate it and. And Uzziah beget Jotham, right? Sometimes I have to pause here think about how do we render these names in English. Of course, we know this is the direct object. We know this is the object of the verb. How do we know that? Not by the placement, though it happens to overlap with English here, but because of the article there assuring us this form is accusative. This is the object of the verb, where that makes this form then nominative, right? The nominative subject, the accusative direct object. So, or we'll translate des and here. And Uzziah begat or fathered Jotham, and Jotham begat or fathered Ahaz, and Ahaz begat or fathered Hezekiah. Notice that last word there. I don't know if you missed that, but that is a rough breathing mark right there. And so we're in Greek, we're rendering it Hezekiah, right, with a he, and that comes across in our English transliteration of that name as well. There's only one consonant that ever takes a breathing mark, and it's a rough breathing mark. Do you remember what it is? We've seen it several times in this genealogy. It's the letter rho, right? The letter rho, whenever it's written at the beginning of the word, just automatically takes a rough breathing mark, and it probably told the ancient reader to make a trill, a